Hello and welcome back to the Metropole Grid. My name is Andre.
Hey man, what's up?
Hey, not too much.
I'm Patrick.
Hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming,
No
Pat.
problem. I'm glad to be here.
And this is round 3, game 2. Got it right that time.
Oh, man.
BD Cosmos Summer Kit 3, the summer kit in which Dayton Destiny sprung to life.
That's right. It's Andre versus Roberto.
Yeah, top table.
Titan versus Kate.
Titan versus Kate. We've seen this before in this matchup. Actually, 3 times. Oh my god, we keep uploading the same match.
Oh no.
What's
And
the
it
chance
looks
of
the
that?
same.
Yeah,
It's
right?
the same on the YouTube channel. People are going to hate us.
Yeah, sorry. Well,
you're the one who records it.
yeah, that's fine.
I'm just the talent.
So firstly, we gotta remember not to call Roberto Nadim.
I wasn't even going to bring it up.
I've been doing that. I'm really sorry, Roberto and Nadim, I guess. I don't know. So Titan versus Kate. We have seen one Titan versus Kate game all the way back against Nadim with Scott, and then a second one where I played up against again against Nadim, and I'm playing a much rushier deck, a weird combo rush deck.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of what you need against these really strong, really efficient late game shapers.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm actually excited for this matchup. It's always really tense. That's what happens when you rush agendas and leave R&D open. You have some real fun lines of play. It's also really confusing against the runner. They don't know what's good, what's going on.
They don't know what's going on. They're wondering what kind of traps you have in store.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do to be careful.
Yeah,
There's so many
exactly.
different traps nowadays.
Yeah, so we'll see what's good. With 17 influence in Titan Transnational, it's really hard to see whatever's coming.
Right.
I think off the bat, a lot of the times you want to worry about fast advance because the Atlas train is real. It's real. I didn't have to say that twice.
It's roll.
It's roll. Looks like we are off.
Yep. Now, I do want to say something. Look at that sleeve he's got.
Yeah.
It is so shiny.
That's the shiny Kate we've had all
You have just
tournament.
installed and Sansan a hostile takeover.
And we are off.
Wow.
Shipment from Sansan into hostile basically makes that 7 credits a real 7 credits. Giving a bad pub to Kate off the bat is probably not the best thing. There's a lot of ways shapers can capitalize on that. Being
they
able
have
to
a lot of
install
ways to do that.
during runs is real good. I do have an open R&D. He does have a Maker's Eye and a Plascrete. Oh my god, what an opening. Like he has Maker's Eye, Sure Gamble, Plascrete. Looks like we're still drawing though. I think that prepaid voice pad is probably pretty good.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid start. Good for him.
That is
We're happy for him.
a credit a turn. Put that voice pad out with the Kate discount.
I'm guessing
Probably Sure Gamble, right
and
after.
Then maybe Maker's Eye last quick.
I don't know. Maybe you would want to wait for that prepaid credit to come back.
Okay. But he has a few events in there. He's got 2 Dirty Laundries.
That's true. I think you do want to spread them out. Maybe draw another card. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's the problem with running like quality time into Sure Gamble if you want to do that kind of prepaid.
It's not as efficient as you want it to be.
It's not as efficient.
The part of your mind that is obsessed with efficiency is going to not like that.
And you know what? Top of R&D, I think I just drew an Atlas.
Oh, man.
I think he could have ran.
You just solidified that server. HQ and R&D still wide open. And
Yep. And, you know, we're off. With that 12 credits right off the bat, I can put 2 pieces of ice and confidently score behind it.
Yep. He's happy to put down that Plascrete.
Plascrete's pretty good for 2 credits. Will stop a lot of death shenanigans. I guess we can Maker's Eye now for only 1 credit.
Might as well.
Yeah, 3 cards off the top. Archive Memories into Restructure into Rototurret.
I guess Rototurret, fun one.
Yeah, Rototurret's actually the first tournament I put this into the deck. I always have 1 and 2 influence I can use on ice. Roto is meant to be one of my anti-rush cards, but against Shapers is actually not the best.
Nope.
With Parasite or Mimic. 2 cards in HQ, left that open. I think Roberto does want to check that, which is pretty smart.
Yeah, a Restructure, which, will you use it? We don't know.
Yeah,
okay,
eventually.
There you go, yeah.
So, advance. We have 3 agenda points out and an Atlas token.
You have got your machine running.
Okay.
This is,
This is exactly it. And if you've watched the game before, I did a bit of explanation. My rush deck wants to get to 3 points as fast as possible, get that Project Atlas token, and then sit back to either do a real good fast advance turn or a kill turn. And this shows you how fast you can do it.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I could have lost that Atlas admittedly off the top of R&D, but this is like turn 3. I already have 3 points.
Right. He's going into HQ.
Sees a Scorched Earth. Pretty happy with that install of the Plascrete.
Yeah.
In theory here, I could also Atlas train if Roberto does not get breaker pressure out with an SMC or any sort of breakers out. I could just Atlas for another Atlas and
he's got a bit of money, but
keep going.
He needs to get some of those cards out.
Yeah. Throw an ice out there on R&D.
Sure.
Take a credit. We don't want to bleed any more accesses more than we have to. There are some big agendas in this deck. There are 2 vanity projects.
Yeah.
Which is a big swing if you lose off multi-access. However, of course...
It does make your agenda density much lower.
Exactly. I think there might be...
That you're okay with leaving those servers open.
Yeah.
Which helps with the rush.
Yep. So, lucky find. That's a lot of money. 17 to 9. It looks like Seesaw Scorch is not going to happen anytime soon. But I'm just drawing and playing econ events. How's
that for money?
That's 9 credits a turn for that turn. That's pretty good.
Yep.
I'm okay with that. 18 to 17. Jeez, but momentum has really slowed down. That baby there is going to help with the draw. I think it looks like Roberto did not go for the Proco route.
Right.
I think the baby might be just as good. So SMC is going to hit that roto turret.
Yeah, and I think he's going to, of course...
I think he actually has his Parasite in hand, which is the slightest bit unfortunate.
Oh, and it would just be a 1 of, you think?
Yeah, I think you only have the influence for 1 in most prepaid decks. I think it's 1 Parasite, 1 Clot is what most people are doing. It seems good from a distance.
But maybe a sharpshooter?
I think Mimic.
Or Mimic.
Or whatever your killer du jour is if you want to go for Shrike. I think Shrike's actually pretty good.
Yeah, we've talked about that. Yeah. That's a nice choice.
So Mimic is going to be able to get through, use that bad pub on the SMC. For 2 credits, you're going to see a fast track. I think you could fast track right now for maybe an agenda, go for the score.
Yeah, fast track another Atlas or something.
Yeah, if he does have a clone chip in hand, he can do clone chip into SMC, which could get through 1 type of ice. But looks like I'm drawing up. I think I might be tunneling on that combo. All those combos I have in my deck. I really want to find the Accelerated Diagnostics, the power shutdowns. I'm not actually considering scoring, which my window is closing, you know. That's the thing is late game, you just... Shapers get into things.
Yeah, late game, the Shaper is going to have all the power.
Yeah, it's like a dog in a box of chocolates. It finds a way in.
But eventually dies because the chocolate's bad for the dog.
Yeah. It turns out dogs can actually eat like a...
I mean, it depends on the dog.
It depends on the size of the dog. That's all I'm trying to say. Rototurd gets Parasite. Single access is going to get another restructure. We have quite the bank here at Titan Transnational, investing in you.
Yeah, investing in your future people.
Yeah.
Your future people.
Your future people. I might be mistaken, but it looks like there is an Escher.
Oh, that'd be a good
in
play.
Roberto's hand. Not that useful right now, but it's totally
a good
cool.
Card. It's a card I'd like to see.
Totally a great card, especially with the prepaid economy.
Yep.
Unplug that server. Here we have a fast track to get out. Let's see, an agenda of some sort. I have no doubt it's the Atlas. That's probably what I want right now, especially with an open HQ. Probably going to plug that into the server. And that's the problem with the clone chip into the SMC. If that isn't 2 different pieces of ice, I think Roberto can get in.
Yeah. I'm assuming one of them is probably Caduceus or something.
Yeah. In theory, mid-seasons could be firing about now if he has to spend a lot of money getting into that server. If I have a mid-seasons in this deck, a lot of my old Titan decks do run mid-season.
That's a good point.
I still think it's interesting.
You have the spare influence for it.
Yeah. This also could be a huge mind game. Install something else into that server. Something real scary like a snare.
That's the best thing to do with Fast Track, really.
Yeah, I think that might be the most fun thing to do with Fast Track.
Edge of World.
Yeah, Edge of World, pretty good. I think Roberto actually is a bit suspicious, so he's going to run HQ. I don't see why not. It is open.
Sure. Yeah, I would run HQ once a turn at this point.
Because if you see an Atlas, you know not to run on the remote, right? If you see the Project Atlas in HQ.
Oh, yeah.
It means I didn't install it. So
right.
you save yourself a click there. Okay.
Here's the dog.
H1.
I bet a 3-headed dog could eat a lot of chocolate and be okay with it.
Yeah, you know what? I think you could. That is a barrier. Pretty good for Roberto. Doesn't have to dive deep into that SMC and or clone chip. That's going to be 1 token.
Just 1 token.
Just 1 token. Pretty good. Another piece of ice. We both have some money.
Also, very ballsy, putting Merumati over your remote.
Well, hey, you got to rush.
You got to rush.
It was turn 2.
Makes sense to me,
it ends the run.
Just
I'm
a little
fine
bit
with
more
that.
pricey than Ice Wall. Whatever.
Yeah. So that is the Spiderweb. That is going to be 2 more dog tokens.
Sure.
And an Axis is the Atlas. So no tricks here as much as that did slow down Roberto a bit. I just drew the Vanity Project.
Nice. That's terrifying.
So that is now in hand. And I think I might have 2 Scorched Earths. If Roberto missteps for a second and doesn't keep his hand or credits his hand size up,
right?
Seesaw Scorch is the reality.
If he goes down to 3 cards in hand, you've got him.
Yeah, I totally do have it. Otherwise, I ain't going to try
He does have so much money, though.
He does have money.
So, hard to say.
I'm going to try and build up that, otherwise the combos that I can accelerate diagnostic into triple scorch. Sure. Enigma Res is maybe going to make him lose a click. I guess he can SMC clone chip.
I like how you still haven't defended HQ, even though you have the Vanity Project in there. Very nice. Very nice.
As soon as you defend it, it's obvious that something fishy is going on.
Sure. No, I'm saying I like it. It's good.
And so I think that's the best bet is to not defend it at all. I'm not worried about Siphon or Wanton or Escher even. It's fine right now. We're going to capitalize on that bad publicity, get out that Zool.
Right, the Zool, a code gate breaker.
And code gate breaker, the keeper of the keys. Can break that for, I think, just 3 credits. This probably isn't last click. I don't think you want to run last click against decks that have Scorched Earth in it.
Right.
Oh, the math here gets a bit tricky. I think you have to remember. Ooh, okay.
Global Food.
Global Food off the top. Up at 4 points. If Roberto can find the Vanity Project in my hand, that's game.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He doesn't know it's there.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. The thing I was saying before is that you have to remember if you're going to clone chip into SMC, the Kate discount gets used up on the SMC. I think we had a small discussion on that because he did the Kate math and he was 1 credit under or over.
Right, yeah. When you install SMC, you're just getting a discount on nothing.
So another access for only 1 credit with the bad pub. That is going to be some sort of ice. Oh, it's Chimera. Cool.
Oh, Chimera, yeah.
So with the Parasite in the bin, Chimera is... Well, it's not that useful right now considering there's 3 breakers. I guess the best you can do is make it a lady. But looks like we're using that Project Atlas token.
Uh-oh.
Things are bad here. Oh, with the Sea Source, I think
does he have 3 cards in
Roberto
hand?
only has 3 cards in his hand.
Wow, he's acknowledging.
He is acknowledging that he might have misstepped here. The Trace is going to land. Double Scorch is going to fire.
And you show him the Vanity
show him the Vanity in
because
hand.
you just want to be mean.
And show him how close he was to that. And that is heartbreaking. I know Roberto felt really bad for that. All he had to do last click was draw a card instead of run cheekily on that Enigma.
Yeah.
He saw the Enigma, saw I can run for 1 credit cheaper, get an access.
You know, the 3rd round in any... in any kind of setting is when you're going to start making mistakes, no matter how good a player you are.
Exactly.
We all do it. We all forget to take a credit. We all forget to draw up.
Yep, it happens. That's a learning experience. None of that accelerated diagnostic stuff fired. I think if I could get, I think I needed only 1 or 2 more pieces. I could have got the Vanity Project online if I could protect it from HQ, and we would have had a completely different game. But hey, good game. That worked out pretty well. The kills do land every once in a while.
Yeah, it's always nice to see.
I'm explaining right now how the deck works, and it does work pretty okay. Well, hey, thanks so much for watching. We have the final round. I'm going to purposely walk away from top table so we can get some new blood up here.
That is so kind of you.
Oh, well, I don't want to keep watching my own games. It's I feel, sensitive guy.
Don't worry about it.
But so, hey, thanks so much for watching.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.
Oh, no, you could have. Yeah, 5 trees?
Vanity, 4-6.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, I know.
Usually
Not
people,
knowing
yeah.